There is a brand new thieving area inside of Pets Go, and in this video I'm going to be going over everything about this area and if it's worth it to grind in this area or not. I'm going to be showing you what this area is, what are the benefits of grinding in this place, and what do you actually get out of grinding here. Anyways, let's get right into this video. So essentially in this recent update, they have just added in a brand new area called the thieving area, and essentially what this area is you can pretty much just steal from these particular booths that are down in the game. Now, similar to the mining area, except unlike the mining area, you aren't actually mining anything, but in this game mode, you are just stealing from these booths and you are getting these artifacts, which you can trade in at the merchant and get some chests for them. Now, this may look very similar to another mini game in this game, and that is going to be the mining area in Pets Go. It is essentially identical but has a different theme to it, but essentially you get the exact same kind of stuff, which is chests in the game. Now, of course, since this is a brand new update and this is a brand new area, is it actually worth grinding it, or are you better off grinding somewhere else? Before deciding if it's worth it to grind in the thieving area, take into consideration that this brand new area has a mastery inside of the game. Now, this mastery allows you to get a huge prison cat, a huge masked blobfish, and a bunch of other unique items in the game that are really cool to get. As always, there's obviously a new huge in this area that you can get. Now, clearly it's not that easy to get the huge, but there is still a probability that you will get it. So how does this mini game actually work? Well, it's really simple. Similar to the mining area, you pretty much just stand at the spot that is designated to you. For me, I've gotten the best artifact or the best pickaxing tool, whatever this thing is called, lockpick, I'm not quite sure, and I can stand at the best area and essentially get these mythical artifacts, which I can trade in at the merchant and get some good items out of it. Now, essentially what is different in this particular game mode is that you guarantee get these stunt coins or these artifact coins. And essentially how it works is you stand in the area, your character just grabs items from this booth looking thing, and you get these mythical coins, or in your case, whatever area you're in, you get that specific coin, which you can come to this merchant and trade in for something like this chest. Now, obviously, since this area is new, these particular chests are worth quite a bit of gems. But is it actually worth grinding here, or should you just grind somewhere else in the game? Well, unfortunately, as I've experienced, these chests are not necessarily worth as much as they were when it first came out. And now that they're worth like super little, I honestly don't even think it's worth it to grind here anymore. And the reason why is because this area gives you such a low reward for how long it takes to get these coins. Now you may be wondering, you're only standing here AFK, what can the benefits be of standing somewhere else? Well, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, there is another area called the mining area, which allows you to grind for ores. Essentially, these ores can be traded in for other chests in the game. These are known as the mining chests, and essentially these chests are technically worth a little bit less, but it is easier to get these ores, and you can get a lot more of these chests, which I find more beneficial to me. Now, of course, the thieving area is brand new and there is tons of profits to be made, but from what I've seen in grinding in this area, it's not actually as worth it as I hoped. Now, unfortunately, since there isn't actually an event world going on, I can't recommend playing an event over this. But all I'm saying is, if you are going to play inside the thieving area, let it be that you won't make that much extra profit unless you get some super good items from stealing from these booths, such as this purple looking coin called the exotic artifact. You may be able to get a few of those, I'm not quite sure how, but if you do, you can buy some more expensive items from this very last merchant selling box. Now, as this area is a brand new area technically, they may add more to it later on, But as it stands right now, I find it pretty boring to grind in this area compared to some of the other areas in the game where there's more action going on. Now, how profitable is this particular area? Well, that's an interesting question. Now, as you can see, there's a whole category just for the thieving area, essentially allowing us to view the particular items that we receive from grinding here, including the coins or artifacts as they call them, and the pickaxe lockpick looking tool, which allows us to know how much damage, how fast our grinding actually is going. So as you can see by the prices of these chests, yes, this exotic thieving chest is worth a significant amount compared to the legendary one, and obviously the other ones aren't tradable. But as you can see by the price of the chest, it's not as much as it would be if it was brand new. And as you guys probably saw from other events in the past, those chests stayed at a higher price for a longer amount of time. So yes, technically this area, since it's still brand new, is technically worth grinding. But if you're trying to have fun in the game, whether that be by AFKing or actually playing the game, both ways, I wouldn't really recommend grinding in the thieving area, particularly because I find it kind of boring, even though AFKing is boring. But sometimes you want to watch something cool on the game when you are AFKing, like in the mining area. Although there's not really that much action, having this pickaxe actually move around seems a little bit more interesting than standing there. While you're technically not gaining more gems from being in this mining area, it seems more fun. So utility wise, I wouldn't recommend grinding in the thieving area. But if you're trying to just make a lot of gems, then for the time being, you should grind in the thieving area. Now, aside from that, visiting the thieving area and talking about it in complete, let me know down below in the comments what you think about it, if you think it's boring or not. Personally, I think it's really boring. But let me know if you would rather play in the thieving area or in an event world if it came out to those choices. Other than that, thanks for watching this video. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace.